Everything on my vision board came true this year. Hi, my name is Rachel and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be sharing my 2023 vision board and everything that I was able to manifest this year. I'm also going to share some tips for you so that you can manifest your dream life in 2024. This is honestly so exciting for me to talk about. You can watch this video whether it's 2023 or the middle of 2024. There's no time limit or date that limits when you can manifest your dream life. Like I said, for this first half, we're gonna go through my vision board and everything I was able to manifest. There's 3 different types of vision boards that I would recommend. I have this vision book that I actually made, I believe, in 2022. I added more in 2023. And this is really good if you're someone that is constantly moving. Like for me, I was in college and I knew that I was like gonna be moving dorm rooms, gonna be moving to an apartment for the summer, gonna be moving again. So this was like really helpful. And then I also have my Pinterest one. I'm someone that doesn't like to use my phone a lot, so sometimes digital vision boards just aren't the best for me. A lot of my friends prefer digital, so like if you prefer digital, that's what works for you. This is my 2023 vision board and let's get into it because I'm honestly really excited to reflect. I don't even know where to start, and I will also share some things that haven't happened yet, but we'll start with the things that have happened. Up here I put that I wanted to camp in my car. This happened when I was camping with the surf team. Like we ended up making a bed in my car and I've never done that before, so that was super fun. And we slept in there for the night. It was pretty cold, but we did it. I added that I wanted to like redo my room or do my room, and this also goes into me moving because that's what I really wanted. Like I wanted to move to a space where I could do whatever I wanted with my room. I moved into a house this fall and I was able to like start anew and do whatever I wanted with my room. It's not finished yet, but stay tuned. Down here I put that I wanted to get good grades and graduate, and I did. Spring semester had really good grades, and I put that I wanted to graduate because this was the year I was supposed to graduate. I have another photo of camping, and I camped a lot this year. I added that I wanted to get out in nature a lot more because when I moved to Long Beach, it's not like where I'm from where you can easily just take a 20-minute drive and you're in the woods. I love nature so much, especially like being in the mountains and stuff. I went camping a lot this year and I made sure that every time I went home, I would go see some big redwoods because that's one thing that makes me really happy. I put film cameras down here because at the time I was working at a film store and I really wanted to get better at shooting film. I'd say that I did. I have a photo of a girl shooting a band, and at the beginning of this year, I thought that I wanted to be a concert photographer, but as of right now, I don't think that that's what's meant for me, and that's okay, because this kind of did end up manifesting. I took a picture of this guy at a concert this year, and this band used it on their merch, so. And I did take photos of bands too, just not like as their concert photographer. Wow, this is actually so crazy now that I look at it. I added a photo of a cinema camera and it's in nature, and that's crazy because for my senior documentary we filmed in Joshua Tree and I was an assistant camera, and the camera I was using wasn't this camera, but it kind of looks like that, so it's kind of crazy that I literally did that and out in nature too. And I also put that I wanted to edit more and I was the editor for the film, which is crazy. Whoa, I'm looking at this and I'm like, wow! The next thing I put that I wanted to crowd surf because I've done it once before and then I just never do it anymore, and I'm like I always want to, but I don't because I get scared. And I did it a few times at a few concerts I went to this year, and I also wanted to go to more shows and I successfully went to more. Oh man, this is crazy. And this one just happened. So I put contract and that was for whatever. Like I didn't have anything like tied to that. It was more so like, oh well, if I get a brand deal, if I like do acting or something like that. And that's really crazy because I signed a few contracts. I had a brand deal with Nomadic, and then I also recently just got my first like paid brand deal that I didn't like reach out for a few weeks ago. That's crazy. And I put 2 electric guitars, and I didn't end up getting an electric guitar, but I ended up randomly getting an acoustic guitar, so that's crazy. But maybe next year, Up here I just have like girls journaling and like sitting on grass, and I did that a lot this year, especially at the beach. and that was amazing. And I also wanted to do more yoga, and I do yoga every morning. I wanted to change up my style and wear more things out of my comfort zone, and I did do that. These styles, I think they're cute, but I think elements of them are not me now. But I still think these styles are cute. But I did, like, at the beginning of this year, I was doing that, kinda. But yeah, I'm proud of myself. I definitely want to go even more out of my comfort zone next year, and I got this. And then I put that I wanted to skate more and learn how to skate in, like, bowls. I can't drop in yet, but I learned how to skate in bowls, and I actually do that now. So that's super sick. I put surfing, and I put that I wanted to start surfing and, like, actually, like, do it. But I have been more indulged in the surf scene. But next year, I'm gonna, like, explicitly write, go surfing. Like, go surfing. And then I also put, like, TikTok and YouTube, and my TikTok has been doing pretty well this year, which is so sick. And YouTube, obviously I haven't been posting, so you know what happens when you don't post. And then I also put that I wanted to, I think this was, either this is a date or just people. I've done that a lot this year. That's absolutely crazy. Like, everything happened except for down here I wanted to get my drone pilot license, and then I wanted to go to Hawaii, and those two didn't happen. And that's okay. Oh, whoa, I totally forgot about this. I put this stage thing because I wanted to, like, either be in a commercial or act or something, and I was in a Vans commercial this year, so that's crazy. One of the quotes that I put on here is, be as happy as you seem on Instagram, and that's something that really resonates with me because when I was going through a really tough time when I first, like, moved to Long Beach, and another time my friends would tell me that, like, oh my god, you're having so much fun, like, look at you on Instagram and stuff, like, I see all your stories and stuff and you're having so much fun. And then, but for me, I was absolutely miserable, you know? And even though I was, like, I'll acknowledge, I was doing super fun stuff, but at the end of the day, I would come home and I'm sad and I feel unfulfilled. So I really wanted to embody be as happy as you seem on Instagram, because I know that I seem super happy on Instagram, and I can say that I am as happy as I look on Instagram now, which is amazing. And I also put pray more, worry less. I'm a Christian, so yeah, I wanted to get closer with God, and I did this year. And I also wanted to raise my vibration, and I know people joke about, like, lucky girl and blah blah blah, but it's real, and I am a lucky girl, and it's actually really crazy because, like, the more I've been working, like, actively working towards raising my vibration and everything, the better, like, my life has been getting. I don't know, like, my happiness isn't me, like, throwing down my sorrows. I still get sad about things sometimes, but for the most part, I'm, like, up here. And my vibration is up here, and everything that's coming into my life keeps rising. It keeps rising, and it's absolutely insane. Like, it keeps rising. Literally everything happened, and that's amazing. Now I'm gonna share some tips with you how you can make everything that you're manifesting happen. And also, don't let anyone tell you that you are not shooting high enough, and don't let anyone tell you that you're shooting too high, because this was honestly, like, a lot of the things that happened, I didn't know that they were actually gonna happen. And I know some of them, like, they may not seem like, oh, you were shooting for the stars or anything, but at the time where I was in my life when I made this, I was, like, I literally was shooting for the stars. These were the stars. This was the highest of the high. Not actually the highest of the high, but these were pretty high reaches where I was like, there's no way, because I was really depressed when I made this. But I'm better now. Yeah, I'm gonna share some tips with you, and it's gonna be in a different location because I have to go catch my flight actually. So, thank you. Now I'm going to share how to make a vision board that actually works. I've made one every year for the past 5 or so years, and so far, almost everything is manifested off each one. Tip 1, figure out what type of photos work for you. So there's 3 types of photos that you can include in your vision board. There's point of view photos, photos that have other people in them, and then photos that you photoshopped yourself in. I've tried all 3 of those, and I realized that for me, if I do include people in the photos, it works better for me if the person, like, has the same skin tone as I do. Or sometimes if it's photos of, like, people skating or something, then I'm like, oh, well, this is in the perspective of these are my friends, because a lot of my friends have the same hobbies as me, so then it kind of correlates with my life. But you just have to figure out what works for you, because sometimes, like, you might not feel like that's you in the photo if it's someone random, or you might be someone that's like, oh, I want my life to be like this person's, so having someone there doing it or like with that item will help you like feel more connected to it. Tip number 2, add words of encouragement. You'll want to add phrases and words that'll resonate with how you want to feel this year. But you want to make sure that any of the words and phrases that you use are either in present tense or past tense. Because if you use it in future tense, then it's saying that you don't have that desire already, but you preferably want to use it in present tense. If you use past tense, then it's like you already accomplished that, you already had that, and you already like have that in your life. For example, if you want to use affirmations, make sure that your affirmations say I am rather than I will be. Tip number 3, put it somewhere where you'll see it a lot. I personally have looking at it part of my morning routine, so I make sure that I look at it for 5 minutes a day, every single day. And I love to listen to my manifesting playlist and feel like super excited while I'm looking at it and like visualizing myself with my desires. I've also read that some people like to put it away, keep it out of sight, because they notice that they get too attached to outcome and how the things will manifest. So for those type of people, sometimes setting the intention and tucking it away works better. Just remember, everyone is unique. You have to find a way that works for you. I'm a more visual person and I'm naturally able to detach, especially because now I've been like working towards living in alignment with my desires. And this goes into our next tip. Tip number 4. Let go of any attachment to how and when things will happen. You literally just have to believe that it will happen. I know it will be hard to let go of the when and the how, but if you're super attached to that, then it's gonna instill doubt in your mind and you're not gonna be able to manifest your desires. I can make a video about letting go if anyone's interested, because there's a lot of different ways that like manifestation gurus and stuff talk about detachment, and I know sometimes it doesn't make sense to people, but I personally found a way that works for me and I'd love to share it with people. The last tip, tip number 5, is more so a reminder for you. Just remember that our subconscious mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's fake. For example, if you're manifesting your dream car and you're constantly telling yourself, I have my dream car, you're feeling like you got your new car, and you're like looking at your vision board that has that new car on it, and you're telling yourself like, I bought a new car, I have my dream car. Even if your conscious mind doesn't believe that, your subconscious mind is going to be saturated with those good thoughts, with those positive thoughts, because it doesn't know whether or not you actually have that desire, and you're eventually going to manifest it into your life. There's science behind it, and I could honestly ramble for days, but this is going to be the end of the video. So that's all for today. Don't forget, you can literally manifest anything you want in your life. I hope you enjoyed this video. Be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you'd like to watch more manifesting and mindfulness related videos. I hope you have a great day, and I'm sending good vibes your way.